Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank my friend from Texas for yielding. To respond to my friend Mr. Newhouse's question, first I want to thank you for your unwavering support for American agriculture. The industry is lucky to have such a champion as you. You've been very vocal at addressing some of the questions you have. I also want to thank you for working with us on those questions. I know you have those concerns that you brought up, but I'm glad that we've been able to work through many of those concerns. As Majority Leader, I can commit that we will continue to work with you on legislation to address the workforce needs of our agriculture industry. Mr. Speaker, we have a crisis at our nation's border. That's why we're bringing the Secure America's Border Act to the floor today. It's why the President and Secretary Mayorkas should be doing everything in their power to stop the surge that we're seeing today, maybe 10,000 people coming across illegally. That is something that Secretary Mayorkas says is not an open border. I would hate to see his description of an open border if 10,000 people coming across in one day is not. They're derelict in their duty because they have opened up the border to the tune of over 5 million people that have come into our country. That's more than my home state of Louisiana that have come into our country illegally just in the last 2 years that Joe Biden has been president. We've asked where they're going. We're asked, how are they taking care of them? Who's housing them? Are the kids going to school? They don't know. In fact, the New York Times just reported that the Biden administration lost track of 85,000 young kids who have come into our country illegally. How do you lose 85,000 young kids and then say you don't have a problem and you won't work with Republicans to fix it? The president actually issued a veto threat on this bill. And what does this bill do? It secures America's border again. It ends catch and release and says, let's get back to rule of law. We are actually a nation of laws and a nation of immigrants. We can do both. But this president has abandoned the rule of law to the point where more than 5 million people have come across illegally. And what has it also done? It's brought drugs into our country. The cartels are running our southern border. Today, we're going to lose 300 young people to fentanyl deaths because President Biden opened our southern border. Yesterday, 300 young people died. Tomorrow, another 300 young people in America will die because the president opened the southern border, and he doesn't care about it. He issued a veto threat on the bill that will fix it. House Republicans are not going to sit on the sidelines. We brought a bill to the floor that everybody should vote for. Again, get back to rule of law. Give our Border Patrol agents the tools they need so that if somebody actually has an asylum claim, they can come and seek asylum the legal way. You want to come to America? We're the most generous nation in the world. Legal immigration works. And when you open up the border and bring 5 million people in 2 years, it undermines the entire legal system and it breaks down communities, not just at the border, all across America. This is wreaking devastation all across America, not only the deaths, all of the other things that go with it, and the president won't fix it. Today, we can take a step to fix this problem. I urge all members to vote for this bill, and I urge the president to get engaged in working with us to solve this problem. Let's pass the bill. I yield back the balance of my time.